Yeah, baby.
Hello! You guys have searched the town for looking for any sort of lead. You hear various things like, did you know they stole the lantern from the hanging lantern? And some other stuff being like, they were stolen by ghosts, you hear? And then someone else who just also blames the dwarves from the Dwarven Valley. Then you find one lead that actually seems a little bit accurate, where someone says a family heirloom was stolen in the middle of the night.
Last night.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Marshall.
He'll be back soon.
Hi, Marshall.
I'm back right now. My internet's for some reason. I don't know why.
No,
Still
the
is.
curse. Curse of the internet.
The words are cursed for internet.
You,
You find one person who says a family heirloom was stolen. And as you search around their house, you find tracks, a lone person's tracks, heading from that house into the expanse towards Calvin's cairn.
I find that? Or we all find that?
You all find that together.
Okay.
Is Calvin's cairn the castle at the hill?
No, that's the mountain you guys just came back from.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Tracks heading to the mountain?
Correct.
Yeah.
Are they dwarf-sized tracks? I'm not good at this. I'm a nobleman, not a tracker.
Give me a survival check.
I'll do
It
a
would
survival
be
first,
my absolute and exclusive pleasure to do this for you.
Luma Mac definitely did it for you too.
Alright.
You
Why
guys
can't
both-
I fucking
You guys
roll
both
this?
agree these look like dwarven tracks.
Mm.
But that's
Listen,
not
I
the
don't want to be a
direction of the
racist,
Dwarven-
but it might be the goddamn
wait.
dwarves.
Well, no,
This is not the direction of the Dwarven village, is it?
No, but it's the general. If it's heading towards the mountain, it is near the general area of the Dwarven Valley, or Valley of Dwarves, whatever it's
Dwarven
called on the
Valley,
main map. Dwarven Valley.
Shall we follow them then?
Is there any chance it was our guide? The man I keep
Well,
calling Percy, which is definitely not
Our
his
guide
name.
went back to
Gartha.
Jartha. Is there any chance it's Jartha? We split off from him a long time ago.
Yeah, but he
and
came
this
back.
stuff was
He
stolen.
came back with the other guy.
And dropped him off. Did you see him with him? No.
I think that might be a particularly offensive suggestion. More so than just generally the dwarves of the local area being the problem.
Did not they say they were the evil dwarves? The ones that are not like our guide? Different in many ways.
I'm just wondering. He's a survivalist, and sometimes survival in the city means thievery.
That's a very interesting view.
Should we
I
not
am just
follow the?
positing, making no accusations, just positing.
Should we not just follow the prince?
Yes.
There isn't like "My name is Jartha" written in the snow and piss right beside these prints, is there?
There is not, and I'm so sorry that I can't just give you your solution.
Sorry, Justin, I definitely missed like the beginning part of the description of what we found. Aside from the prince, was it like there was something stolen from this place?
Yeah, just
that they figured out
a
from?
family heirloom. Nothing too like important.
Nothing
for the
important.
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing specific. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah, nothing specific.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just follow the tracks and see where they lead.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just setting some stuff up.
Oh.
While we're walking, I'm going to place myself next
Excuse me.
to. Are you okay there?
Yeah.
I'm going to place myself next to Lonzel in line and pull out a candle. And in Giant, I'm just going to point to it and say candle.
And because you don't give any context, Lonzo just kind of like cocks an eye, not understanding.
I'm just gonna
I love
repeat it again, and then I'm going to light it and say light in like magically lighted, of course. I don't waste candles.
How do you say the boy
and-
eats bread in Giant?
I don't know, but I'm gonna get there. I'll light it and then say light in Giant as well, and just I'll continue along that kind of train for a while. And if you don't respond or catch on, I'll eventually just stop and explain myself.
After a while, like you don't have to get to that explaining yourself point. Lonzo reluctantly, like points his hand towards the candle, and goes,
Yeah.
and then points to the light and goes, oh.
Yeah. We'll just have an exchange of language for a bit.
But he's
About a
not
quarter mile
like
out of
happy
town,
about it.
you guys find that the footsteps meet at a new set of tracks, which looks like a sled being pulled by some sort of large bipedal creature.
Is it the axe beak?
You guys can do a survival check to try to discern those ones.
Yeah.
Bet it's an axe beak.
I bet it's
Oh,
a
let's
double
do
axe
it.
beak.
Sabo has no
Survival?
idea.
No.
Bet it's an ass beak. Uh-oh.
Oh, guys.
Lonsdale
these are
might
sad.
know.
Ennui
Lonsdale might
knows,
know.
right? Or is that not the new
No,
set
that
of-
was the old one.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I might. Maybe.
Does that everyone?
I,
Yeah, that was everyone.
Yep.
You guys do not recognize these tracks.
That's okay. We don't need to know tracks.
But you
We
are
just
able
need
to
to
follow
follow
them because
Yeah.
they head towards the northeastern behind Kelvin's Cairn.
Oh,
Oh, so
interesting.
not towards Dwarven Valley. Interesting.
Would
Let's
you guys
keep going.
Keep following them?
Yeah.
Keep.
Yeah.
All right.
Adventure is out there. Joanna's T-pose turns to the side to point off in the adventure distance.
We put her sword in her hand for a moment.
After about 2.5 miles of travel, actually about 3 miles of travel, you guys lose sight of the tracks completely.
Of course.
What direction were they headed?
That direction.
Yeah, they were kind of heading towards this direction, but as you guys were going, they were kind of like turning, going like this. It's hard to if you keep going that way, you might be able to find where it was headed, but you also might just wander into the great abyss that goes beyond Kelvin's Cairn.
I suppose
Hi.
the best option now would be to set bait.
What kind of bait are you thinking?
A lantern.
Surely we have something valuable that's worth
I
stealing.
think, but won't it be suspicious if there's something valuable sitting out in the middle of nowhere?
You've clearly never been hunting before, have you?
I did not
Yeah,
mean
but we're
set
not-
bait here. I meant
we are
set
not-
bait back in town.
Oh,
done that
that makes more sense.
Yeah, no, that, yeah. Yeah, that tracks.
I may not be an expert, but I'm not an idiot.
I mean,
I mean, I am, but okay.
I don't know. I feel like we have tried that twice before, and I realized it was just a lamp again. However, I don't. I
That
don't.
went very well for a moment.
I don't
Right.
know if they're. I don't know. I got nothing.
Can I do like a perception check or something to look for like a settlement or a camp or a
You guys can
cave
do
or
a
something
group
like that?
survival check if you want.
let's
Sure.
do it.
1 second.
1 second. We good?
You're good.
Didn't help.
I'm helping. Oh, not enough.
You guys
That-
spend an hour wandering through the wilderness as snow begins to pick up, but you are not able to find any sign of the track or where they were heading. In addition, the night sky begins to shimmer. And
Ooh, yay!
in the eastern side for a brief 2 or 3 seconds, you see a light on the horizon as if the sun was rising. But then, flying across the sky, out from the horizon, carrying a shimmering black, like a sheet or some sort of cover over the night sky, sitting atop a large winged owl, someone flies across the sky, carrying a blanket of stars and blackness to consume Icewind Dale for another day. The figure disappears on the western side, and just darkness waits for you for another. As long as you can tell.
Did we know that that's how this works?
Nope.
The rhyme.
I've seen it before.
I'm familiar.
I have not.
I
Yeah, you only can see
I've
it
not
outside of the cities in the glorious detail. That was Oriel who just flew through the sky.
She can go
Frost,
twice. Just take a look.
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should set a trap closer to town. We know what direction
Yeah.
the villain will be coming from.
What do we place?
Something valuable.
I mean, what if I take my rest near the trail, near where we discovered the trail?
We can camp right here in the elements quite comfortably. And I hold up my little bead. With this, I can make a
That's not the-
comfortable campsite.
I don't
Warm
think
and
that's-
safe. And
I
it
don't
can
think
be unseen through. No one will see but a translucent sphere.
But how does that help?
We
What
will
are the
be
chances-
here where they've come before. If they come back, we'll be in their path. And we can
Now,
see out of it.
Ronzel, I do applaud your cunning here. However, I do believe, and I'll just kind of like motion to Blair, a more cunning thief would know not to double their tracks.
He has a point.
You fucking...
What cunning thief steals a lantern?
One who needs to
I agree. I don't know if we're dealing with a cunning thief. A thief nonetheless, but
Well, neither do I. I would just hate to waste such a. You know what? I would be willing to try it.
Out of game, this seems like a real big waste of one of the 3 chargers that it has.
out of game,
I mean,
agree.
I just was given this by some chewinga, you know. It's whatever.
In game or out of game?
Out of game.
I do think out of game it's a use, but you know what? As Duke on me was rambling, I'm a stranger to these lands. Lonzel, you've been here longer than I. You've seen more thieves than I, I'm sure. I'd be willing to try it.
And also, out of game, if you don't use your cool shit, you never use it.
That's
yeah.
true.
What are we going to save it for? Using it at a lame point another time?
A rainy day.
Yeah.
Out of game, Caitlin just reread the introduction that Justin gave us before, and now I understand how the sky works.
Oh.
But rhyme!
So
Well,
back to
bye.
town then?
We could stay right here.
I think
Where the
going back to town is the better option.
Lumamac, our typebreaker. What do you think?
You guys also could
Blair
spend
hasn't
another
actually voted.
hour searching for tracks.
Yeah.
You've only been out here for literally 4 hours. Like, the day is young for you. You're just on a weird sleep schedule because of your trip to the mountain.
A trip to the mountains.
You
Yeah,
actually know what
I
time
don't-
it is. It's probably 5 in the morning.
Sorry.
I don't believe we have tried hard enough to find these things. We just started our journey today.
Should I roll again, Justin?
If you guys are going to do it.
As long as we can continue finding our way
Fuck's
back.
sake!
Sabo
Okay,
lives
again.
here.
What are we doing? Survival.
We're rolling
Another
survival
survival.
again.
Lonzel's not even putting in effort because he wants to try.
Come on, Blair.
Come on.
Camping, sleeping.
Down
Yeah,
the
but I think
middle.
the DC might be 15.
You guys
It's a
find
10.
nothing after another hour of searching, and the wind begins to pick up again. In another few hours, a blizzard will overtake the expanse.
Don't
return to
believe
town.
even if we have these comfortable lodgings that we should stay out here in a blizzard. We will never find our way back.
So then back to town, hey?
As we are going back to town, can I continue searching to see where
No.
we lost said tracks? No, they're already blown over.
Well, no, it's just that if you're going back to town, you're going to be just finding the tracks that you already found.
Okay.
If
So
you
on
guys
the
do go
way,
back to town.
I'm just gonna start walking to town. If no one's gonna say anything, I'm just gonna start walking.
Yeah, I'll follow along with you.
Yeah, I thought we decided we were going back to town.
Perhaps we should set up a camp of sorts. It doesn't have to be the comfortable one that Lonzel suggested. We do have these tents from the base camp. Somewhere close to town, so if something goes wrong, we have access to warmth, but we can also be outside and sort of scouting.
Now, I do believe the least cunning of thieves would know to avoid a camp.
Well, it does not have to be out in the open.
You can't steal shit if you're not near people.
Fair point. Fair point.
Instead of using this magical hut, we could just put a tent up where we found these tracks and
And you know who is the best target for cunning thieves, as you call them?
I look at Blair with a very knowing look and say, perhaps a duke?
A pompous duke.
Her words, not mine.
rings I've got on my fingers. I've gotten so many.
He's just standing there looking at his rings while we're talking. No.
Yeah, just what are you guys fucking? Hey,
So shiny.
hey. Yeah. Hmm.
Perhaps someone needs to be bait.
Someone, not something, hey?
It could be something.
That
You seem like
someone
more
owns.
fun. As,
I mean-
as a cunning thief, you might call me. I always preferred to pick a pocket. It was more exciting.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like their MO. Their MO seems to be stealing things from places.
They did steal a lantern off a building.
Yes, that's not pickpocketing though. That's stealing a thing from a place.
Either
Same
way,
with
I
the
do think
heirloom.
we need to be out within the town and surrounding area in order to potentially catch this individual.
Yep.
Pompous.
I.
Oh dear, don't think too hard about it.
Your words are colder than this wind.
You're fine.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm guessing we're talking about this as we're still walking back to town.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's the assumption.
You gotta keep yourself entertained
Um,
while you're walking. Or it's just
Yep.
Yes.
miserable.
So then, what do we
Getting-
leave out?
when we
Where
get-
do we leave it out?
Well, why don't we make it easy for them and put it at the beat where we found these tracks, leaving the city.
Sounds good to me.
That's
We get a crate. We get a crate of something.
You could just hang on me from a hook, like the lantern.
Well, how about here's an idea. Why do we not set up that very cozy abode right where we saw these. We leave a crate of something outside as if we're not expecting someone to come and steal our shit. And then I would happily volunteer as tribute to wait and see if I
You
can't
don't-
To,
Stay
to,
do
clar-
not have to.
to clarify,
I
when
do
I
not rest.
create this dome, this shelter, I can make it look as white as the snow around us. It looks like a snowbank to anyone on the outside, and only we can enter it or leave it, and we can see clearly through it,
But then they're not stealing from someone, they are picking up something that has been left behind.
which is what they've been doing.
I honestly don't know that we need to bait at all,
Yeah.
particularly if we're close to town. This individual has come and stolen something every night that we've been around,
It's
and they don't seem particularly concerned with people sleeping near them while they thieve.
Yes.
I simply
Again,
we
they
set
stole
up
the
a camp
lantern off
outside.
the inn.
Yes, Duke
On
Onwe.
we.
Yes, Dugonwe.
I would like to
Every
posit-
voice must be heard.
Very noble, Sabo. You would make an excellent policymaker.
I was. Never mind.
I kind of just look at you and laugh.
I may like to posit further. Our tracks were lost in the wilds. We did have a guide matching the description of the prince we found going into the wilds.
I
I
don't
love
think it-
racism.
Perhaps it's worth tailing the gentleman.
You know, Dugonwe.
If we were going that far, we should just confront him, and if we think it's him, but I do not.
Onwe, do you have a problem with dwarves?
Not yet, but I'm open to it.
What the fuck does that mean?
So otherwise the answer
So
is
racist.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm not
yes.
racist. I'm not necessarily
Currently.
racist right now, but I could be persuaded to be.
That depends if you give me 10% off my order or not. Okay.
Given the right argument. Okay, so what are we doing? Like,
You guys decide what we're doing.
I would like to
Back to
put
town.
up a watch by the exit of the city where these trucks head out.
No.
Because they've got to come back into the city to steal from the city. That's where I think we should wait.
Yes, I agree. I don't think we need to be stealthy about it, though.
That's fine with me.
I completely agree with you, Nocta.
Okay.
All right.
That took way too long.
I am able to keep watch. I do not sleep, remember.
So it's about 6 in the morning, and all of the thefts
Yes.
happened at night. So what are you guys gonna do
Night.
for the next
Get
16 hours?
Plastered.
Oh yeah, we can go back to the tavern and have the free drink.
Doesn't that also happen this night?
It does, but they still
Luminac
give you a
would
free
like-
drink when you go in.
To go around town and find out what and where everything's been stolen. If
Oh my god,
of
we
We've
know
done
this.
this.
No,
No,
this
we've
time-
done
the
this.
relevant stuff. No, we
The
haven't done
lantern
this.
The lantern was stolen from the inn. The
Yes.
pearls were stolen from some far
Yes.
expeditions. And the
Goats from
Family
the
heirloom.
Klein and Sinker.
goats were
Yes.
yeah, we're from
The family
tavern.
heirloom from someone's house, and those are all the ones that we know were stolen.
Yeah.
Yes, we've done all this already.
Is there any other? Well, no, because everyone kept talking about. Everyone in the village was like, "Oh, there's been so many." Man, I wouldn't
Yeah,
count
no,
five.
there's
so
more,
many,
but those are all
Yeah,
like, the
the
important
relevant ones.
Yeah,
Okay. thank
and
you.
even that last one isn't relevant. That's just so you guys,
Oh.
I can keep you in this adventure.
Okay, so pearls, goat, lantern
Yeah.
are like the main ones.
Yerp.
What's the pattern?
Pearls, goat, lantern.
They want a
Okay,
beautiful beast
what
that can shine
are
light into
we
the dark.
doing? Are we setting
We're
up a damn camp or not?
Can we
Can we just
time
Fast forward,
time
time
warp?
skip.
We can time
Yep.
skip. We can easily time skip.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
All right, we have time skipped. You guys are just like
Thanks,
setting up
Buck.
like a normal camp.
Yeah, I think we should just use the tents from
Yeah.
the base camp.
Sure.
Sounds
Sure.
good.
You guys sleep through the night, and Lumimac, you see nobody.
Cool, waste of time. Let's go.
I wonder
In the
if
morning,
they're
you guys
invisible.
hear that something was stolen from in town.
I'm done.
Invisible.
Some
Can
boxes of
we-
grain from the hook, line, and sinker. As you guys search the town, you find tracks heading out again into the snowy wilderness.
Do it
Let's
again.
follow those
We're gonna
tracks.
do it again.
It
Do it
just
again.
does
What
the exact same thing. You lose the tracks in the same area.
Can we try it another group
Hey,
survival?
Justin,
Exact
Justin,
same thing. It's gonna
Justin,
happen over and
can
over
I
again.
can I do an idea check?
No.
Let me do it. No,
This
okay.
Wrong platform.
Give
Oh, no,
me
this is not a
a
new idea check.
survival
Justin
check. Odin's Eye Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. 1 second, let me do a
Justin
split.
has let us do idea checks in D&D before.
I have.
True.
It's sometimes it's relevant.
I believe the snow is going to be inside the town.
Come on, Blair. Come on, Blair.
Blair,
Yeah.
Blair.
Oh,
I thought
are
we
doing
were
another one of
inside the
these?
town.
Yeah, Blair.
No,
Blair,
we're outside
Blair.
of the town.
Come on, Blair. We're
Well, now
probably
we
about
are.
15,
No,
but-
we
thought
were
we said
on
it-
the outskirts of the town the night we slept. We
Yeah.
weren't in the town last night. We were on the outskirts of the town.
Oh, that's not what I understood. But okay.
like where the tracks left the city, we're like at that threshold from
Mm-hmm.
like city to wild.
You know what?
Okay.
Because I love you guys, I'm gonna say that you have found a track towards where you need to go.
Oh
If you
Hey.
hired Jartha to
Hey.
help you track, you would have had a much better chance of doing this.
Oh yeah,
I
Jartha.
wanted to avoid racism, so I didn't want to bring them
You
back.
mean the actual dwarf that James thought it was?
Yeah,
if
if
you
we
used
hired him.
if you used him to help track, you would have had a much better chance.
Logic.
I'm positing. I did not accuse.
I mean,
And here is where we're gonna stop on this, guys. As you approach an outcropping on the foothills north of Kelvin's Cairn, a blocky stronghold of warmth, bereft of warmth or charm, juts out of a hillside in a rough crescent shape. Only part of its construction is visible, the rest is buried in the stone. A large double door of stone serves as the main entrance. The terrain leading to it is a gently upward sloping plain covered with fresh snow. A stream used to flow out of a barred culvert northeast of the main entrance, but the waterway is frozen. 2 other barred openings can be seen along the stronghold's northern wall. Anyone positioned behind these openings would have an unobstructed view of the hillside. Closer to you, separated from the rest of the stronghold, is a snow-covered stone bunker perforated by arrow slits. Let me just give you guys the map of what you see in this area,
Ooh.
and we will leave this one here with that.
Where is it? Goddamn.
I have to reveal it, don't worry.
I was
Oh,
in
okay.
blackness at the moment. Also, I know you said bard as in Barred, but I heard bard and openings, and I was like,
Yep, me too. Yep, me too.
I'm a bard!
What can I see?
whoop 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 whoop.
I mean, I don't have dark vision. This is all I see.
True.
Yeah,
I don't even
this
get to
here
see
is
how
for people
good
with
you
dark
look.
with
if
who
you're
can see in the dark.
standing near me, there's almost always something lit on me.
Excuse
so-
me, don't look for a
Okay,
second,
so
I have
I
to just
see
hide
you.
something.
That
No,
guy
but I
standing
can't-
in a tower?
I cast a 20-foot radius of light as well. If you're close enough, then you can see a certain distance.
I see you and the snow around you.
There
Is
you
this
go.
like sorry? So this is a huge fucking fortress.
Built into a hillside.
Ooh.
Sweet.
This is some
We're gonna
James
get-
Bond shit.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But we're
Petty
like,
grain
Right.
theft.
so
James
we're on
Bond
like
shit.
we're on like this down track, but it's like up the mountain.
Yes, yes. So each one of
Okay.
these are.
I think he's talking about this fortress.
Yeah, and this is a
Oh.
small out. This thing right here is the small outpost with the arrow slits.
I thought it was that like
Mike's got
scale
it.
thing like
Mike's
with
got
mountain
it.
again.
You mean the giant thing to our left, not the little tower to our right?
Yeah, fuck that thing. I'm talking about.
This.
So yeah, the You guys are 40 feet below. So you're 50 feet below. You're going up into the fortress. So it's towering above you in the distance.
We are here, Marshall.
40 feet
I'm
below,
aware.
40 degrees below.
That's
And we will see if the party ventures inside or just turns around and hightails it next week. When we
Oh,
continue
sure.
Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden.